Hello everyone, and greetings from Western Sydney University in Australia. Welcome to this very brief commentary which I've entitled the Epistemic Challenge. The core of the message is that what each of us does in and to the world about us is a function of the way that we see or interpret that world. It is as if we see each issue that is of interest or concern to us through a particular window on the world, worldview. And these worldviews are effectively epistemic perspectives, for they reflect a particular set of profound beliefs and assumptions that we hold. Three sets of beliefs are of particular significance in this regard. Beliefs and assumptions about the nature of nature or of reality, the nature of human nature, and in particular of values such as ethics and aesthetics, and the nature of knowledge and how we can come to know anything. It is these epistemic perspectives, how we see, that largely determine our behavioural actions, how we act. So in this graphic, as we see the world, we see it through a particular perspective, which in the end has a major impact on our particular behaviours. It follows that the transformation of our worldviews is a prerequisite for transforming our behaviours when these prove to be inappropriate or inadequate for addressing the complex challenges of the day. And this is the fundamental and critical challenge in the quest for sustainability and, vitally, for education for sustainable development. The development of our personal epistemic beliefs and assumptions are markedly influenced by the cultures and the subcultures to which we are exposed and in which we are embedded. We are both creatures of our cultures as well, to a much more limited extent, as creators of them. The processes of personal enculturation gives rise to what become dominant or prevailing worldviews that characterise entire. In our modern industrial culture of mechanism, for instance, atomism, reductionism becomes the major expression of beliefs about the nature of nature. Productivism encaptures the major value that we hold. And objectivism refers to the superiority of scientific knowledge above all else. And these three all prevail in the dominant mechanistic paradigm or worldview. These stand in stark contrast to those that are essential in the quest for sustainable futures. Holism versus atomism reductionism, sustainabilism versus productivism, contextualism versus objectivism. And whilst I put the word versus here for emphasis, in practice, each really is a complement to the other. So holism provides a context for atomism and reductionism. Sustainability, a context for productivism, and contextualism as a context for objectivism. Thus, transforming the dominant worldview, beliefs and assumptions of our modern industrial culture is an essential prerequisite in the quest for sustainable futures. Yet this is no easy task, for we each tend to hold with ferocious determination the particular worldviews that we develop in our youth and early adulthood through our enculturation, including our education. Within this context of the critical need for an embrace of sustainabilism as a worldview, then this is a call for universities to urgently accept the imperative to focus on worldview transformation. There can be no greater responsibility for universities with respect to the theme of this virtual conference, Sustainable Development Goals and the world's complex challenges than to accept the critical and urgent task of epistemic transformation as a central feature of genuinely higher education. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.